Alright, we on.
All right, Shalom, Shalom, Yashala. Back with another GMS on the go. This is the Raleigh, North Carolina camp. Before we go any further, we'd like to give all honor, all glory, and all praises to the Heavenly Father and His only begotten Son, Yahweh, Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Hashem, Karkwadash. Next up, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, from teaching us this truth according to the Bible, rule well. And a double shalom to all the Sisayakim throughout the four corners of the earth, pushing this truth and righteousness and sincerity to the best of your ability. You know? And me and the brother was able to get up today through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'Hashem Shai. Yahweh, that's what the word ignorantly calls God, which his name is He is or He exists. Yahweh Shai being the only begotten Son, that's what the word he calls Jesus, which his name is He saves or He delivers. And we're just going to get into a low will edifying lesson today on nuclear missiles are coming to the shores of this place called America. You know, nuclear missiles are biblical according to the Bible. You know, so without further ado, you can hold me on if you ain't got a precept already.
There goes something.
Try.
It's Isaiah chapter 9, verse 5. And it reads, "For every battle of the warrior is with confused noise and garments rolled in blood."
That's right. And what is this talking about? This is talking about your ancient wars, your ancient battles. And how was your ancient wars fought? When you look at some of the ancient war movies, you know, you would have one group of people on one side of the battlefield, you know, with swords and shields in their hand. Then you have another group of people on the other side of the battlefield, you know, with swords and shields in their hand. And the next thing you know, they would take off, running, charging to one another, you know, screaming, hollering, yelling, ah, you know. And as soon as they get to each other, the swords will be clinging, one against another. Cling, 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 making a whole bunch of noise. You know, then you also had the sword hitting the shield from another person trying to avoid getting cut or stabbed, making a whole bunch of noise, you know. And then it said what? And garments rolled in blood. Because before and after the war was over, people would be cut up and stabbed. It'd be blood everywhere, all over the place. All over their garment, all over their body, all over the ground, you know. So as the scripture the brother just read, Bible, shall I read that one more time?
Isaiah 9:5. "For every battle of the warrior is with confused noise and garments rolled in blood."
That's right, so that's how ancient battles will fall, with confused noise and garments rolled in blood.
"But this shall be with burning and fuel of fire."
That's right, it said, but this, meaning what? This war, this battle, which we're fast approaching, which is World War III, is going to be fought with burning and fuel of fire. And what's going to make World War III fought with burning and fuel of fire? Those 200 million ICBM missiles that these other nations are going to send over to the shores of this place called America to destroy this place, to make this place called America desolate, uninhabited.
This is Revelation chapter 11, verse 14. "The second woe is past, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly."
That's right. And woe means death and destruction. And what's the second woe? The second death and destruction that has already came and gone, that has already passed. That's talking about World War II. That's one of your former prophecies that have already happened. It said what? And behold, which behold means to look. The third woe coming quickly. And what's that third woe that's coming quickly? World War III. Which World War III will be fought with burning and fuel of fire. Those 200 million ICBM missiles, which will hit America.
This is Isaiah chapter 13, verse 5. And it reads, "They come from a far country, from the end of heaven. Even the Lord and the weapons of his indignation."
That's right. And indignation means righteous anger. So what's the Lord Yahweh Ba'Hashem Shai's weapon, their righteous anger that's coming from a far country, from the end of heaven? Again, that's going into those nuclear missiles. Those 200 million ICBM missiles that all these other nations have. You know, such as Russia, China, Syria, North Korea, Turkey, you know, and so forth and so on. All these other nations that have nuclear missiles, that's what's going to come from a far country, from the end of heaven, to the shores of this place called America. And what's going to happen when these nuclear missiles come to the shores of this place called America?
That's right. It says, "Even the Lord and the weapons of his indignation to destroy the whole land."
That's right, and that's exactly what those nuclear missiles are going to do when they come to the shores of this place called America. It's going to destroy this whole land of America. You know, nuclear missiles are biblical, and nuclear missiles are coming to America. That's why you see these other nations, when you turn on your news, preparing and gathering missiles, because they're going to shoot them all soon come.
This is Jeremiah chapter 50, verse 14. "Put yourself in array against Babylon."
That's right. Babylon being what? A.K.A. America. And Yahweh Ba'Hashem Shai got a Bible. Who are they talking to? They're talking to the other nations. You see, these other nations, they're going to put themselves in array, which when you look into that word array, it can go into formation or order. So all these other nations with nuclear missiles, they're putting themselves in order, formation. They're coming up against this place called America.
It says, put yourself in array against Babylon round about. All ye that bend the bow, shoot at her.
That's right, and the bow goes into the silos, which the nuclear missiles are going to come out of. So all the other nations, again, that have nuclear missiles, they got the silos pointed at this place called America. And they're going to shoot every single missile that they have, which is 200 million ICBM missiles, at this place called America.
It says, shoot at her, spare no arrows, for she have sinned against the Lord.
That's right. And these other nations, they're not going to spare any arrows, man. They're going to use every last one that they have to destroy this place called America. Why? Because as the brother just read, America has sinned against the Lord. Because America is being ran in wickedness by this devil Eve, this so-called white man. You know, everything that Yahweh Shema Shah stands for, this devil goes against. You see, Yahweh Shema Shah is against sodomy, adultery, these false god worshiping, these pagan holidays, and this devil promotes it. So the Lord is putting his spirit on these other nations to pay America back for all its wickedness. You can get me on Jeremiah 50 and 14, 50, the armory.
Yeah, guys, I'm holding that right now. Let me get this real quick.
Yep.
This is Amos chapter 9, verse 10, or verse 8. Behold, the eyes of the Lord power are upon the sinful kingdom, and I will destroy it from off the face of the earth, saving that I will not utterly destroy the house of Jacob, saith the Lord. So the Lord's eyes, which are his angels, are upon this wicked and sinful kingdom. He's like I was going to. He sees all the wickedness that's being promoted here. You see, so the Lord has sharpened a sword to be brought upon this place for judgment. You see, but he's not going to destroy his remnant. He has a remnant that he's going to save out of this place from this nuclear destruction. And that's what we are striving for. That's why we are repenting, turning back unto the Lord. This is Jeremiah 50 and 25. The Lord hath opened his armory.
That's right. And the armory, when you look it up, that's when your weapons is stored, when your weapons is kept. You know, anytime you open up your armory, that means you're going to do something. That means you're going to use that weapon.
Yep. The Lord hath opened his armory and have brought forth the weapons of the indignation.
Which again, you look into the word indignation, it goes into righteous anger. So what's the weapons of Yahweh Shema Shah's righteous anger that they're bringing forth by the way of these other nations? Those nuclear missiles. Again, that's why you see all these other nations, if you're watching and paying attention, that's why you see other nations preparing to gather missiles. Because that's the Lord's armory that he's going to use to destroy this place called America, man.
His weaponry. Yeah, it's like, imagine you got the Heavenly Father in the heavens, open up a big weapon locker, and he pulling out nuclear missiles so you can use them.
That's right.
You got a picture. But that's what the Lord is doing. He's controlling the minds of these people, which we can get, you see, to create this nuclear missile. And it says, and have brought forth the weapons of his indignation. That's what he brought forth.
Yep.
You see, it says, for this is the work of the Lord of hosts in the land of the Chaldeans.
That's right. And America, you can read on down on that real quick too. That's right. And America, it's like the land of the Chaldeans is being modern day America. So these nuclear missiles is the work of Yahweh Shema Shah for America. Because these nuclear missiles is what's going to destroy America.
Yep, it says, come against her from the utmost border.
That's right. And her is going into who? America. Because America is likened into a woman. And what's going to come to America from the utmost border, from the end of the world? These nuclear missiles that these other nations have.
Open her storehouses, cast her up as heaps.
That's right. It said, open her storehouses, cast her up as heaps. Now, in my Bible dictionary, when you look into it, that word heaps, it goes into ruins. So these nuclear missiles, when they come to the shores of this place called America, it's going to cast this place up as heaps. It's going to ruin this place. And anytime something is ruined, that means it's destroyed.
Yeah, it tells you in Joel, the land is as the Garden of Eden before it, and after it, a desolate wilderness. And it reads, cast her up as heaps, and destroy her, and destroy her utterly. Let nothing of her be left.
That's right. And once those 200 million ICBM missiles hit the shores of this place called America, nothing will be left, man. Everything is going to be destroyed. Animal, people, cars, buildings, trees, you name it, man.
I got one more. This is what comes out? Yes, this second Ezra chapter 16 verse 15, and it reads. I'm gonna start 14. Behold, the plagues are sent and shall not return again until they come upon the earth. The fire is kindled and shall not be put out till it consume the foundation of the earth. It says, like as an arrow is shot of a mighty archer, returneth not backwards, even so the plagues which shall be shot upon the earth shall not return again. And the ultimate plague the Lord is going to bring, along with, all these pestilence and diseases, the cherry on the top of this Sunday is going to be those ICBM nuclear missiles. None of them are going to break rank. Once they're shot off, that's going to be the end all be all for Babylon the Great. You see?
That's right. So with that, Lord willing, the elect of the nation of Israel, so-called Negroes, Latino Americans, were edified. Before we go any further, we'd like to give all honor, all glory, and all praises to the Heavenly Father and His only begotten Son,
Yahweh, Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Hashem, HaKadosh.
Next up, double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone for teaching us this truth according to the Bible and move well, and a double shalom to all the sisters Yakim. Shalom.
Shalom.